Mom, are you sure you wouldn't rather sit in the audience with the other people?
Oh, no. You go right ahead. I'll be all right in this little room, all by myself.
Mom, please don't do this now. I thought this was going to be a nice Mother's Day treat for you. I want you to be happy when you see the show, but I want you to be comfortable.
Well, all right. I don't think the sofa's good for my back. I'll just sit here on the floor.
Mom, you're not going to sit on the floor. Here, look, here's a chair, okay? Have a seat. Now, is there anything else you want?
All I want is for you to be happy, John. Don't give it a second thought. If I get hungry, I'll just nibble on this little packet of sugar.
Mom, didn't you have any dinner?
I had some broth. I didn't want to make you late.
Mom, I'll have someone bring you a sandwich, okay? Now, I have to go now. I've got to go do the show, but you can watch it on that TV over there, all right? It's already on the right channel.
You run along. If I get too cold, I'll just put some of these napkins on.
Mom.
I'll just stay here and watch the TV by myself, like I do every day.
Okay, Mom, all right. Now, I'm going to check with you during the commercial, okay? Now, don't forget, the TV's all hooked up, all right? All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
$2.50.
Tea.
And there are 3 teas.
Tonight, Almost Live has the genuine article, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Do not be fooled by the growing numbers of imitators, like Cecil Schwann, the chemistry man, or Marvin Tronswell, the biology fellow, and certainly not Mad Dog McLeod, the nuclear physics dude. So stick around for the real science guy, along with his good friend...
I gotta tell you, it's been a real interesting week in the Northwest. You may have heard the news that the city of Los Angeles would like to have some of our water, just a little bit, only 3 billion gallons a day. Absolutely true. They want to build a pipeline from LA to the Snake River and the Columbia River. And get this, a guy from the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors said that we wouldn't miss the water. He said that we just dump our river water into the Pacific Ocean when we could be giving it to them. God, we're so wasteful, aren't we? God, just throwing it into the ocean. I mean, we could be putting it to much better use like they do in water slides, car washes, and mud wrestling. But hey, I think we're all Americans. I think we can do business. We'll give them the water, but they've got to give us something in return. Now, we at Almost Live sat down and hammered out what I think is a pretty good trade agreement with California. Now, we divert the Columbia River, and in exchange for water, the Lakers have to give the Sonics a 10-point head start. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, a good deal there. Once a week, Arsenio Hall has to tell a Ballard joke. Yeah. We get first shot at Family Feud appearances. They have to send us nicer gang members. They've got to take back Cal Worthington. And they have to give Bosworth a job that keeps him near the tar pits. Okay, well, that's a fair bargain. Obviously, we agree. You know, you got to play tough with the people from out of state. If not, things can get dangerous. How dangerous? Well, a new movie has been made on just this subject. We happen to have a preview to show you. Take a look.
Paranoid Pictures presents an Emmett Watson film. Trapped in a world he no longer understands. Pursued by aliens from out of state.
Sell me your house! No! Sell me your house! Sell me your house! Sell!
taster is the Last Northwesterner. Overnight, his world became theirs.
Wear this hat. Wear this shirt. Wear this shirt. Wear it.
Journal entry, May 12th. The Californians have taken over. They've brought money, jobs, and beautiful women in thong bathing suits. It's killing me. I've got to go. Out.
You made it safely.
I thought I lost you back at Gucci's.
No, I got away.
We've got to make a run for the border. That's our only chance.
Okay.
All right, well, let's split up and I'll meet you back at your place.
All right.
Wait a minute, wait. Have some trail mix.
Thanks.
Dudes, the dicks. Oh my God.
There you are. You made it.
What happened to your hardware store?
Oh, it's a club now.
A club? That's not the Northwest.
Well, I talked to some investors and they gave me a good deal.
Investors from where?
From California. In fact, they want to talk to you about buying your house.
California, get a hold of yourself.
They want to buy your house too.
No, that's okay.
Come on,
That's
they'll
okay.
give you some money for
That's
it.
okay.
Come on.
It's okay. No. This is my last entry. I'm heading for the border, but I'm taking along the last vestiges of my culture. The hydroplane that I pulled behind my bicycle. The last Dix Deluxe. A videotape of those old, really funny Rainier beer ads. I've gotta go now, but I just... Wait a minute. What's that? It's a J.P. Patches doll. I've gotta get it.
The Last Northwesterner. See it before it's too late.
Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back with Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Right back.
Hi, Mom. You all right? Everything okay? How do you like the show so far?
Is it always so loud?
We're back. You know, Almost Live isn't just a forum for top-notch leading-edge comedy. Far from it. Oh, no. No, we're also interested in the further exploration of the scientific method. And as such, please welcome my next guest, a great entertainer, a great humanitarian, and my personal friend for over 30 years, Bill Nye, the Science Guy. No denying it, Bill. They love the Science Guy. It's hard to deny. So, Bill, I'm excited already because you're here in the studio. Looks like there's lots of machines that we can break things with and destroy things with.
Right.
So I'm excited. So this looks really good. This big red one and everything and all that. So what do we got here?
Well, John, we're going to start out with just a fundamental demonstration I think everyone should be, can I say, hip to.
Yeah. The general theme tonight is what?
I'll say balloons and bubbles.
Balloons and bubbles.
Yeah,
I like it.
balloons and bubbles. And in fact...
Didn't mean to break your rhythm there.
Yeah, thank you for keeping me straight. Here's a balloon, if I may just untangle it somewhat.
Yeah.
This is a balloon. This is a top on our vacuum chamber. And this is a vacuum pump. Now, I will energize the vacuum pump. We will take the air out. Now, the brown liquid is a mysterious liquid, which many of us are familiar with. It's some sort of soft drink. Now, you see the bubbles happening there, John.
Yeah,
the bubbles. The bubbles, there we go. Bubbles happening. There we are.
Yeah.
Bubbles
Okay,
happening.
so the balloon is You're sucking the, it's like lungs, right? You're sucking the air
But
out.
furthermore, John, the exciting thing is
Yeah.
we're filling the balloon with carbon dioxide from our popular soft drink.
Yeah.
And then when I de-energize, of course, there's enough leakage in this, can I say, Mickey Mouse science guy system that the balloon deflates. But
Gotta
you'll
get those
note
Mickey Mouse plugs in, don't you?
now
Bill?
you'll note that the balloon you see is radically far more full than it was when we started.
Okay. Sure, Bill. Whatever you say.
Now that's carbon dioxide. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm making this up? Smell it? Has no air, odor. Carbon dioxide. Trick question. John.
Well, that's really exciting, Bill. But not. We expect more.
Yeah,
from
well,
the
John,
science
I'm
guy.
so glad you asked me that because, please, it's time now for your accoutrement.
Oh boy, now it's getting exciting. All right, let's see. My favorite part. Okay.
Mandatory. Once again, the very liquid in question not too long ago.
It's a Coca-Cola in here.
Yes.
Okay,
I think one of our sponsors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, great.
And I have here, John, the secret powder. The secret powder.
And
crystalline material, and I'm now going to pour it in the funnel.
And what is that?
We'll talk about it in a moment.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The secret powder into the... I think we need more secret powder.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, with salt.
Salt.
Put salt in Coke. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, salt in Coke. Salt in Coke. Boy, I'll tell you, this is really going great, though. Yeah. Okay, so we put salt in Coke. Why did we do that, Bill?
John, to show the nucleation sites make the carbon dioxide come out of solution.
Okay.
It's not any special property of salt. Sodium chloride, 2 poisons, yet you can't live without it. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Now, what happens is crystals of salt are very sharp, pointy crystals, sharpy, pointy crystals. And so they cause nucleation sites for the carbon dioxide, which is dissolved in the Coke. That's why you, I can't make the burp noise, but you think a radio guy could do that. I can't. Now, John, but.
Okay, here we are.
Now we're moving along. Ultrasonic vibration above the level of human hearing.
You've got Coke in a...
Kendall flask. In a Kendall, KJ.
In a Kendall flask?
Kendall.
Like Barbie and
Kendall.
Kendall?
No, Kendall. It's a Scandinavian chemist guy.
All right, there's Coke in there, and
ultrasonics, John.
Okay.
Ultrasonics.
We're going to Coke and ultrasonic. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that's... Okay, now, so we've proved you shouldn't put your Coke in an ultrasonic machine. Is that right, or what?
Well, if you want the top to blow off, it's ideal.
Okay, so...
Depends on your objective.
Okay, so why'd we... Oh, we're going to see this again in slow motion.
Good. Oh, good.
Here's the
almost live
replay.
instant volcano.
Wow. Well, that's indeed exciting.
Now, John, when I'm driving it, there are no nucleation sites. Nucleation sites, just vibration causing those bubbles to come out of solution.
Bill is bringing more apparatus.
Now, John, let me ask you something.
Okay, we got to...
Just off the top of your head, which balloon is bigger?
The one over there by you.
Right. Now, here is the pinchcock. So well received last time we brought it back. Pinchcock.
Okay.
Noun that kind of bothers some of us guys. Now, John, if I open the pinchcock, what will happen?
I think I guess the two balloons will probably become the same size.
John, a good hypothesis, but let's test it.
Okay, let's see. Well,
John, we have a bit of a leak. But let me show you. John, let me show you. Look.
Yeah?
If there were air over there, it wouldn't stay there.
Oh.
See that?
See, it goes back.
We had a leak and we've lost some air, but you see it goes back because this skin of the balloon is thicker because the balloon's not as overly inflated, so it has a higher spring rate. So it's stiffer. So there's a higher pressure there, and it all ends up over there.
Well,
now,
we're
John,
supposed to wrap it up now, but so I guess what you're saying is that, the little balloon would have squeezed into the bigger balloon.
That's right. Now,
and
John,
you've got another little balloon here.
John, this is a science guy.
Yeah.
You expect a big payoff, right?
Oh, God.
And the balloon was like nothing.
What is it?
Well, John, I'm just gonna touch this. It's filled with not carbon dioxide, something else.
Now, Bill, come on.
I think it's hydrogen.
Okay, I'm going to get up. Jeez, Bill?
No, there's no hurry.
Oh, well. Gee! All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Nye, the science
The
guy.
big payoff. Thank you.
We'll be right back. Way to go.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music. You've loved them for years. Now, get the story of your favorite baseball team as told in song with Folk Songs of the Seattle Mariners. You'll get all the hits like Oops, I Thought You Had It.
Oops, I thought you had it. I really thought you had it.
The songs that have thrilled you for years.
Man, those guys throw hard. Man, those guys throw hard.
And new songs about the Mariners' newest fans.
What's the deal with the moose? What's the deal with the moose? This one's for you. Monica.
And more, like the Mariner fans' #1 theme song for 10 years running, The Fans Lament.
We're starting to get pissed off, pissed off, pissed off, pissed off.
And the players' heartfelt reply.
If you think you can do better, why don't you come down here and try it, Mr. Big Gun?
And the touching ballad of a young Mariner fan.
Daddy, can we leave after the laser light show?
You get the top 2 Mariner hits of all time.
Kingdom's a rat hole, but it's home to us, these king dogs. Still suck.
Folk Songs of the Seattle Mariners. Available wherever you can find it.
Good evening, and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Husky Stadium is going to ban smoking. No one has a problem with it. Most people are reasonable, and they realize you shouldn't play with fire when you're drunk. A recent guide to small cities in America has announced that Aberdeen, Washington was erroneously listed as one of the top 10 small cities. A spokesperson for the publication said that Aberdeen is actually to be featured in their next book, The 10 Closest Cities to Hoquiam. It's sweeps month for local television stations, and in an effort to attract more viewers to its newscasts, Como TV has changed its slogan from "We Are You" to "Yikes, you won't believe what happened." 2 people will split last Wednesday's lotto winnings of $10 million. Amazingly, the 2 winners were Goofus and Gallant of the children's magazine Highlights. Gallant has stated that he will donate all his winnings to charity. Goofus has purchased a controlling interest in the razzmatazz. The sea lions have returned from California again this week. Not only are they wreaking havoc on the salmon run through the Ballard Locks, but the 2 were spotted being shown some waterfront property on Vashon Island. A survey has shown that Boeing has 171 different types of engineers. Well, they're not that different. You can still pick them out pretty fast at a party. The Blue Moon Tavern was saved from the wrecking ball. Property owners agreed to build their new development around the historic tavern. When asked how they felt about the good news, patrons of the Blue Moon responded, And finally, Robert Fulghum, author of All I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, and It Was on Fire When I Lay Down on It, has just published a new book of his folksy philosophy. This one is titled, Oh Yeah? Well, Twirl on This. This has been the John Report. Thank you, and good night.
Last week on Flyin' Low.
Captain, you smell gas?
Maybe a little bit. You know, Jeff, that makes me kind of nervous. Mind if I smoke?
Not at all, sir.
Take her for a bit, then.
Yes, Captain.
Flyin' low. A couple of guys who like to take chances and see the world up close. Flyin' low. Starring Jason Riker as Jeff Dawson and Rick Jameson as Captain Flanker. Tonight on Flyin' Low. Flyin' High.
Good to be flying again, isn't it, Jeff?
Sure is, Captain. Too bad about that chopper, though.
Ah, things like that just come with the territory, Jeff. Kind of relaxing to be flying high for a change, though, isn't it? Nothing up here but pure puffy clouds.
And that thing?
Well, that's all we have this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza. Promotional consideration also provided by your local Coca-Cola bottler.